Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to announce the chief guest, Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Selvi J. Jayalalithaa, the Chairman of the Board of Daimler AG and Head Mercedes-Benz Cars, Dr. Zetsche, Member of Board of Management of Daimler Trucks and Daimler Buses, Mr. Andreas Rentschler, Managing Director and CEO, Daimler India Commercial Vehicles, Mr. Mark Listerseer, and Mr. Vijay Tuli, Vice President Operations. I now request all dignitaries and guests rise for the Tamil Thai Varthu. We are indeed at the threshold of a new phenomenon in trucking in India. Daimler India is all set to roll out its dedicated brand of trucks, BharatBenz, and bring about a transformation that will put Indian trucking on a new road to success. The position of leadership that Daimler holds worldwide through its understanding of markets and the customer will benefit Indian trucking through this new venture. And this plant will be the origin of this new brand. The visionary leaders Gottlieb Daimler and Karl Benz set the world in motion. Today, a new saga will begin with the auspicious presence of a visionary leader. A leader who has put the state of Tamil Nadu on the path of success in spite of innumerable obstacles. A leader who leaves no stone unturned to reach the common man and treat the people of the state as one family. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Selvi J. Jayalalithaa. Madam Chief Minister, it is indeed an honor to welcome you and have your gracious presence here today. I also thank the other dignitaries on stage. I now request Mr. Vijay Tuli to kindly hand over the welcome bouquet to the Honorable Chief Minister. We would like to begin this auspicious occasion by lighting the traditional Kuttu Vilakku. I request the Honorable Chief Minister, along with the other dignitaries, to kindly light the lamp. Thank you, Madam Chief Minister, Mr. Zetsche, Mr. Rentschler, Mr. Listerseer, and Mr. Tuli. Having a strong idea and beginning a project on a scale of Daimler India requires a strong vision, skillful leadership, the ability to choose the right people, lead them with a unified vision, and be able to surmount the insurmountable. It requires a level of energy and willpower not easily attributed to most humans. Back in 2005, as he was gazing through thick clouds over Stuttgart, he envisioned a bright ray into the future of Indian trucking. He made it his sole vision to bring India a renewed strength to its backbone industry of trucking. Ever since he came to India, he has lived his dream to fruition. He, as you know, is the heart and soul of Daimler India. We are all passionate But his passion for Daimler India remains unparalleled. Spanning a career with Daimler of over 20 years, he has garnered a phenomenal level of expertise and understanding and has transformed a fledgling organization to achieve what we see here today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to invite the Managing Director and CEO of Daimler India Commercial Vehicles Private Limited, Mr. Mark Listerseer, to give the opening address.
Vanakkam. Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Honorable Ministers of Tamil Nadu, dear Dr. Zetsche, dear Andreas Rentschler, dear board members, partners, friends, and colleagues. Last not least, dear Susan, my wife. First of all, I would like to use this unique opportunity and to express my very personal welcome to you all for this historical moment of our company. I would like to thank the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu that she took the time to come here by knowing that was very tight schedule, just directly from Delhi. Thank you very much. Yes, beside all the facts and figures, this day is an emotional day. It's a day for us. It's a day for people who worked up to 77 months for this moment. So today is a day of gratitude, happiness, and aspiration. Whatever mankind plans, elaborates, structures, or executes, we all are children of our multiple destinies, and therefore we thank for the good karma, the good fate, and the good luck we all had to be part of this unique project. We were gifted till today with a lot of positive energy, which helped all of us to overcome cracked, rough, and challenging moments and deadlocks. Beside that, we had supporters, we had believers, we had helping hands, which we celebrate today as well. To name only the most exposed ones, I would like to thank you, Mr. Dr. Zetsche, for your confidence, your persistent patience, and your goodwill for all of us. I would like to thank my direct superior, Mr. Rentschler, for his personal guidance and his broad-mindedness with me and the team. But our thanks are going also to externals. They're going to people, Chief Secretary of the Chief Minister. She helped us. She made this day happen. We have to thank also to the Secretary of Industry. He helped us to be here, to do it here. We have to thank the multiple civil servants of Tamil Nadu who made this day possible. Like Mr. Velmurugan, like all the multiple helpers which made this day a unique day. But that's not the end of the line. There are multiple people from Germany, Japan, Brazil, Turkey. All of them, their expertise from Daimler made this happen here. It's multiple people. Some of them are here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But there are also some people which can represent the team, the whole team which was here in Tamil Nadu, in Chennai. And I would love to mention just 5 names to you, the team. 3,000 people and more we had here on board for constructing this unique plant for more than 2 years. So, I would like to mention Mr. Sven Greble. I would like to mention Mr. Mohan Raj. I can't hear you. I would like to Mr. Arne Barden. That is your applause, Mr. Barden. Mr. Om Prakash Singh. That is yours. And Mr. Schorsch and his team, please. This unique team were the guarantors that we all can enjoy this outstanding paragon of efficient project management. We were in time, in quality, and in budget. But there's one thing which is beyond all that. We were in safety. We were in safety. That means we had 13 million safe man-hours till March 2012. 13 million safe man-hours. After all that hard work, we can now witness the fruits of our work. This evidence of all our efforts warms our hearts, makes us very proud to be part of something special, which is much more than pure steel, concrete, and iron sheet. It is a statement of attitude. It's a statement of character. It's a statement of passion, and it's a statement of integrity. That this team in this state could and can do what is needed to change the trucking landscape in India. That is for sure. This makes us happy. This makes me happy and proud, absolutely. But with all of these positive moments, we have to be aware that now the next steps have to be taken. From today on, we go operational. From today on, our confidence has to be proven in the market. From today, we have our customers on board. And we have to keep our aspirational words every day and every function by everyone. This plant inauguration is not the end. It is just the beginning. Daimler, the innovator of the car, Daimler, the innovator of the truck, Daimler, the innovator of the bus, the pioneer of endless technical innovations, the mother of the most valuable car and truck brand in the world, Mercedes-Benz, the world's leading truck and bus manufacturer and designer with the youngest global truck brand, BharatBenz. This Daimler acquired in 2008 390 acres of best land to build the hub of a new trucking experience here in Oragadam. Only 60% of this plot so far are captured by buildings and facilities, which means the future is wide open and waits for the opportunities to come. Only to name some of the upcoming next steps. We will start the market launch in September this year. We will inaugurate 110 dealerships in the next 18 months. We will start the export from Oragadam in 2013. And we are establishing the first green solar panel-driven Indian warehouse with a power generation of more than 350 kV by end of this year. Last not least, we target 90% of localization of the truck value from India by 2015, and 50% out of this from Tamil Nadu. All that can only be done if we stay modest, confident, down to earth, hungry for progress and success, with always an open mind and heart to the customer worries and requirements. Therefore, we have chosen you, the hand-picked team, the best or nothing. Thank you all. This is your day. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Mr. Listerseer. Every speech of yours is a true inspiration to all DICVians. Well, during the late 1800s and through the early part of the last century, the visionaries Gottlieb Daimler and Karl Benz did not just invent motoring. They set in motion an attitude of providing the best. This attitude has been the seething motto at Daimler. Well, after a century since the introduction of the first automobile by Karl Benz, Daimler is strongly committed to its values of giving the best. At Daimler, we say that at the center of all our activities lies the human being. Daimler's philosophy is not just making automobiles, but to spearhead the vision of motoring set forth by its founders. To take this vision forward is a truly phenomenal task. Daimler is not just an automobile company, it is a movement. This gentleman spearheads this movement today, bringing together a cross-cultural force from across the world into a unified vision. A vision to provide path-breaking motoring technologies to the world. This through an organization that imposes the highest emphasis on ethics and human focus. He stands for one motto, the best or nothing. And that's exactly the motto of Daimler. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to invite the chairman of Daimler AG and head Mercedes-Benz cars, Dr. Dieter Zetsche, to address you. Dr. Zetsche.
Honorable Chief Minister, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues. It's wonderful to be here, and we are especially honored and pleased that you, Madam Chief Minister, are with us today. After all, we're here not least thanks to your trust and your support. So on behalf of everyone at Daimler, I would like to express my sincere thanks and appreciation. To you, Madam Chief Minister, and to all of you who have come here today, good afternoon, Vanakkam, and thank you for joining us. I have to say, today's program underlines perfectly just how important this day is for all of us. So far, we have enjoyed some amazing Indian drums, listened to a thoughtful hymn, watched a meaningful lighting ceremony, followed by Mark's words of gratitude. In other words, the further down the agenda we go, the harder it is to beat what we've already seen. Still, I'm determined to meet this challenge. And fortunately, today is such a big event for Daimler in India that we have absolutely no shortage of things to talk about. I, for my part, would like to focus on two questions. Why is India for us so much more than an emerging market? And why is Oragadam for us so much more than just another production site? My answer to the first question is as clear as it is simple. India is not just emerging, it is thriving. The exceptional role of this economy is a matter of fact. Not next decade, not next year, but today. If India's economy were a Mercedes, it would have to be an SLS AMG super sports car, because it has incredible acceleration. Since 2005, India's economy has grown by an average of 8% per year, a rate of growth that only exists in the wildest dreams of any European finance minister. This country is already among the top 10 economies in terms of GDP today. By the end of this decade, it will be among the top 5. And I think it's fair to say, ever since the Silk Road, a growing economy and growing mobility have been two sides of the same coin. Today, India's road network stretches over more than 3.3 million kilometers, making it the third largest in the world. And in the coming years, the Indian government has ambitious plans to further expand the road and transport systems. Perhaps that gives added meaning to the symbol of the wheel in the middle of India's national flag. However, there's definitely no doubt that automotive markets keep rolling along here too. The center of gravity in our industry is shifting. For more than 100 years, Europe, the US, and later Japan were pretty much the only markets that mattered. For more than a century, you could be the number one truck, car, or bus manufacturer without selling a single vehicle here in India. But not anymore. India is the world's 7th largest car market today. By 2020, it will be number 3 after China and the US. And in terms of growth, India will be number 1. India is already the 2nd largest bus market in the world. By 2020, its volume may nearly double. And India's truck market is one of the largest and fastest growing in the world. Now at number 3, it will climb to number 2 worldwide by the end of this decade. So in the long run, you could say, if you don't make it here, you won't make it at all. Because a strong position in the global truck market requires a strong position in India. And at Daimler, we always go for the leading position in our industry. That's why India will play an increasingly important role in our business. That leads to my second question. Why is Oragadam so much more to us than just another production site? As you may know, Daimler is no stranger to India. In fact, the very first Indian-built truck back in 1954 was a Daimler product. Back then, we had a cooperation with Tata in Jamshedpur. I heard there was even a street in the city named after Stuttgart, Daimler's hometown in Germany. Our Mercedes-Benz car operations in India began back in 1995 with the local assembly of our CE and S-Class. And our flagship brand enjoys an ever-growing fan base here. Last year, Mercedes-Benz cars had a record year in India with unit sales growth of nearly 23%. Just last month, we introduced our first Mercedes-Benz city bus, tailor-made for the Indian market, after having brought 2 travel bus models to this market since 2008. Plus, we are expanding our research and development footprint in India. Our team has already around 1,000 R&D experts, 200 of them here in Chennai. We will increase that number significantly in the next few years. And today, in Oragadam, we are not only opening a production site, but a complete business unit, including all functions along the value chain from human resources to marketing and sales. I think all of that goes to show it's not our intent to merely benefit from India's growth. We also want to make our contribution to shaping India's future. We want to become interwoven in the economic fabric of India. Towards that end, we are not just selling vehicles here. We also develop, build, and ultimately even plan to export them from here. And with Oragadam, we have the perfect home base for these ambitious plans. We have invested 44 billion rupees, or 700 million euros, in our business here, including the state-of-the-art production and development site, to build trucks in India, for India, by a team from India. And just like India, our local team is growing at tremendous speed. Today we have more than 1,400 people on board. In a few years, it will be twice as many. We started out in close collaboration with an experienced team from Germany. Still, it was our aim to become a truly Indian operation. That goes for our team, coming from all over this great nation, and it also goes for our suppliers. We've established a successful collaboration with more than 450 local suppliers. All of them were selected according to the strict global standards we have defined for our procurement at Daimler. This includes the commitment to integrity, one of Daimler's core corporate values, because we believe that only ethical business is good business. And there are excellent business opportunities for our suppliers here. 85% of the parts going to our trucks will be locally sourced. And again, I don't mean a few years from now, but in the very first trucks that roll off this assembly line. For every job we provide at our new plant, our Indian suppliers will be able to provide up to 3 additional jobs, about half of them right here in Tamil Nadu. And since we are a growing global company with a growing global production network, we are always looking for excellent suppliers who can go with us and grow with us. So we are really not talking about just another production site. We are talking about being part of the motor that drives the strong and sustainable development of this entire region and its automotive industry. Ladies and gentlemen, in closing, let me share one final thought. One of our company's founding fathers, Gottlieb Daimler, built the world's very first truck in Germany back in 1896. In these past 116 years, that invention turned into one of the most successful products in industrial history. Today, Daimler Trucks has a global presence